This is Crewe, population 110,000. Now, here's a bit of history for you. Crewe used to be the country's engineering capital, home to Rolls-Royce, and the centre of global locomotive production. But the fine people of Crewe have to deal with more than just cars and trains now, as the town has particularly high levels of violent crime. In the past decade, violent crime has risen by a whopping 170%. Every year, over 12,000 crimes are committed here, one for every 10 people.
Clearly, there is a very high degree of antisocial behaviour which is directly related to excess alcohol. What we certainly are seeing is a disregard for law and order, and that's why we have to redouble our efforts and make sure that we are enforcing the law where it needs to be enforced.
Tonight, PC's Vicky Evans and Mark Atlassi are responding to a report of a brawl in a residential street.
We're going to a fight in progress. A number of people involved, apparently a female and a male been assaulted. We don't really know much more detail than that or what it's all about. We're just about to arrive.
As they turn the corner, they see a young man throw something across the street.
What are you doing?
It seems the bloodied and agitated young man has been the victim of an assault. With damaged property at the scene, it's obvious that something else has happened prior to the arrival of the night cops. But they have to deal with the offence they've witnessed first.
Yeah, OK. What were you throwing over there, then?
Phone, you're driving the police, I didn't want nothing to do with it.
It's just been jumped. Stand here, mate, stand here.
Do you know him?
Do
you know it?
I was sitting on your phone.
Right. He's just launched her phone. She didn't even know it.
Got my t-shirt.
Right, you've just launched somebody else's phone there, fella.
Yeah, because they're trying to ring.
Yeah, do you know this girl?
No, they're trying to ring more
So
boys.
why are you launching her phone?
I thought they're trying to get more boys after me.
You locked up, mate.
It turns out that's a lady from over the road who's actually come out to help this lad. While she's on the phone calling the police, he's grabbed the phone off her. I mean, she's got all his blood all over her face and everything, and started just going off on one and then throwing the phone onto the floor, which is what we've seen him do.
I thought this girl was trying to get more boys to attack me.
I just stood and watched the whole...
Well, if you're trying to help me get the police, I'm sorry, yeah? Why am I getting attacked?
In an attempt to restore peace to the street, the police arrest the lad, but this only adds fuel to the fire.
Fuck me, you arrest me then.
And that is not getting you anywhere, so calm down.
I swear down I'm going to find where you live.
Get down on there. Get down on the ground.
Despite claiming to be a victim, the lad has done himself no favours.
Calm yourself down.
I fucking hurts, that doesn't. I've done nothing wrong. And I swear down all.
And you're the one that's behaving like an idiot, so calm down.
I'm going to be the one who's in court, you know.
Calm down.
After causing criminal damage, swearing at the officers and resisting arrest, the police are left with no other option but to forcibly restrain the
I
lad.
am calm. I'm not being violent. I'm not,
Right.
am I? I'm just talking.
All I know so
I'm
far...
the one who's been banned.
Shut up and listen.
No,
Stop
what?
speaking. Just stop
You're
speaking.
the police, you better help me.
Stop.
I've been assaulted by
We're
about
not going anywhere.
The lad seems incapable of calming down and letting PC Atlassi talk to him. Then, in his heightened state of anxiety, he begins to threaten the officers.
I got some people that could kill you, I swear down. Please, just fucking...
Just stop speaking. Do you know how to shut your mouth?
I know, do I...
Well, shut it then. Just shut up.
No, I'm not shutting my mouth. No, I'm not in the wrong here. You tell her, yeah, you...
Geezer, what
No,
hurts?
please, stop.
I'm not even
What do you mean what
touching you.
hurts? What do you mean what hurts, man? That fucking wrist there you got on.
Right,
Oh,
I'm not touching your
yeah,
wrist.
I know, it fucking hurts.
The injured lad is clearly in quite a state, and he isn't making much sense.
Please.
They're loose.
You just fucking, you know for a fact
They're
you told
loose.
me when you hurt me. You fucking, why you being a
Geezer,
twat? They
they're-
fucking hurt now. You know what I'm saying? A normal wrist wouldn't hurt me like that.
Geezer, look at this.
Fucking stop
Because
it.
the lad's behaviour is so volatile, the officers have no choice but to radio for assistance. Within minutes, backup arrives, but the police still try to calm him down before moving him.
Let this girl listen to you.
I'm listening to her.
Yeah, you listen to you. You're not fucking
All
taking
she's done is say exactly the same thing as me, which is just to calm down.
No,
Don't do that again.
What do you mean done? I've got fucking blood all over me. Oh, you fucking, what are you doing that for?
Don't spit when you've got blood, mate. Because
Yeah, I've got blood all over my fucking
all
mouth.
over me, all over anybody
After
else.
prolonged attempt to pacify the lad and find out what has actually happened, the two night cops finally lose their patience when he spits blood.
I don't want to have anyone spitting blood all over me, you know what I mean? You never know what people have got, so it's just... something that's not going to happen.
Excuse me, officer. What am I getting arrested?
Normal police procedure would have both night cops wearing protective gloves to avoid getting the suspect's blood on themselves. But things have moved too quickly, and PC's Evan and Atlassi are left unprotected.
Say you've smashed somebody's phone. Oh, please.
Pre-warned, the officers arriving on the scene come prepared and are wearing their protective gloves. And it's just as well. Whatever injuries this lad has sustained are forcing him to spit up blood regularly.
What's the right about it? You better stop it now. If I...
Stop struggling.
Stop struggling.
Away fucking struggling,
Look away from me.
Bare shit, man.
Away from me.
For what, man? For what? I swear down ambulance bed, give me some help, man, 'cause I'm hurting myself. Oh, thank you.
Having started the evening off as a victim of crime, this lad's subsequent behaviour has pushed him to the other side of the law.
What we've got there is probably something very confusing. He's clearly a victim of some kind of assault, but his behaviour doesn't allow us to deal with that. We've got to deal with what he's done wrong instead first off.
When confronted with aggressive behaviour, the only options left to the night cops is to deal with what is in front of them. The lad will have the opportunity to explain himself after he spent a night in the cells.
All right, you know what I mean? I'm the one who's the fucking victim tonight. You're still terrorising me.
20 miles down the road in Macclesfield, the police are on their way to a fight outside a Chinese takeaway. When they arrive, it's about to turn nasty.
Out the way.
They separate the warring factions,
Out the way.
I'm not...
Go home.
but whilst one side is being calmed down,
Come on, out
the other gets wound up. And even after several warnings from the police,
Calm down. Why are you touching
he's still spoiling for a fight.
Being stupid.
Just calm down. Holding me back.
Just relax. Just relax.
The lad's clearly drunk and could easily kick off again.
Down there you want to be fucking relaxed from.
What's your language? Stop being so stupid.
48 Mill Street. Just if you get CCTV on Treasure
Get much.
But before the lad causes any more aggro, PC Dale Horton takes action.
You're locked up drunk and disorderly. You do not have to say anything about may harm in defence. You do not mention when questioned something which relates to line in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. You understand?
Understand? Yeah. Good lad. In the car. Yeah, just had a young lad who's obviously had too much to drink. He's been kicking off a bit. He's been arrested for being drunk and disorderly. He's pushing everyone, trying to shove everyone, and he's now got himself locked up for just being silly and not listening.
Instead of going straight to custody, he'll now be taken to Cheshire Police's mobile security unit.
We tend not to transport our own prisoners. We now utilise a company that does that for us to maintain the presence on the street.
Once you're lodged in the van, we'll take your cuffs off. Okay.
Yeah, to the right.
On arrival to the unit, the police find out that not only is this lad feisty,
There's no need for the pain.
he's also carrying a little surprise.
One of the detainees has been found in possession of quantity of drugs.
And with the drugs handed over, the lad's changed his tune. Funny that.
I mean, right, fair enough, I've done wrong. Put your hand down there for me. Do you want me to jump off for me?
Belt and shoes, and what's your...
I've got another t-shirt underneath this.
I'm happy with that, chaps. I'll get my food.
Seemed quite talkative about the whole thing, so he could probably tell us if he has got anything more on him, whether it's concealed or not.
So, the lad's behaving himself, making it an easy arrest for the police. There are a total of 80,000 arrests made each year for drunk and disorderly behaviour. General stupidity, acts of aggression, and sometimes serious violence can take up hours of police time. And with 44% of all crime being alcohol-related, drunk and disorderly behaviour is an offence that the police are intent on cracking down on. At the end of last year, to help the police nip wayward drunken behaviour in the bud, the Home Office issued a set of guidelines on how to spot a drunk person. Some might say it's pretty damn obvious, but just in case you've never been out on a Saturday night, you might want to pay attention. Number 1, look for a noticeable change in behaviour.
Hey mate. You alright fella? What's your name, mate? He's going to rip.
Number 2, too much alcohol can cause a lack of judgment.
Shut up, you fucking Rick!
Hey.
Number 3, loss of coordination. This could be anything from swaying or staggering to even falling down. Almost there now with number 4, and that's decreased alertness.
Can you sit yourself up?
And finally, number 5, beware of an unkempt and dishevelled appearance. Nice. One team who know a thing or two about catching the drunk and disorderly in the act is PC Pauline Beer and her 2 colleagues from late shift. Spotting bladder behaviour is a regular event for them.
The next 3.5 hours will hopefully bring us some public order and shift to go quick. Dare say there'll be a few drink and drugs involved.
So it's off to the town centre, and it doesn't take long for Pauline and PC Matt Clark to spot their first culprit with his pants down.
We've seen there's a male appearing to be urinating in the shop doorway, so we're going to have words.
Having left his mark on the pavement, the man goes on his way. But the jolly duo are quick to stop him in his tracks.
Excuse me, sir, can you wait there for a minute?
And give him a warm welcome.
Hello, I'm not going to shake your hands because I've just seen what you've done.
Away from the club.
Go away from the club a minute. Sir, that belongs to you.
Because I can't get home.
Can't get what?
Can't get home.
This chap's had a few to drink, and by the looks of it, he ticks all 5 of the how to spot a drunk checklist.
All I'm getting off you, sir, is taxi.
Not getting very far, Pauline tries a different approach.
I got money on me.
So, who are you? Say that again. And your second name?
This could take some time. Whilst Pauline perseveres with this drunk, "200 miles away in Wrexham, Sergeant Heidi Stokes and her team are getting reports of an assault in a nightclub.
She punched a woman inside the manageress of the club. I just got to find out if she's going to make a complaint."
The club bouncers had managed to catch the boozed-up man. With the arrival of the police, they just hand him over.
At the moment, there's a male in the back of the van. He's apparently thumped a female who's one of the managers from the licensed premises. She's being spoken to at the moment to establish exactly what's happened. Once that's established, obviously the male will be conveyed back to custody. It's quite frightening, the effects that alcohol has on people and just the total lack of control that people have as a result of it.
And it's because of this man's lack of control that he finds himself at lockup. Before he gets cleaned up, they need to find out who he is.
You all right?
But because he's inebriated and has a cut nose, he's becoming increasingly upset.
We need your name. Got any ID on you?
Yeah, we're just going to check, all right?
And when he does decide to talk, it's not much help.
That's it.
That's it, what have we got, man? What does it?
Cuffs, is it, yeah?
Cuffs?
That's it, buddy, everybody go. That's it, buddy, everybody go.
We're going to get off to you now,
That's it,
all right?
buddy.
Just lean forward and...
Aye.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So with a drunk, teary suspect on their hands, the police could be in for a long night. No need to call for a translator just yet, as in his back pocket is a saving grace from the DVLA. Now that he's been identified, it's time for him to sober up in a cell, and it's lucky the police are on hand to escort him, albeit in a rather undignified manner. With a nice warm cell and a change of clothes, the man is left to sleep it off. Back in Exmouth, the team are still dealing with their own communication problems. Remember him?
The fine gentleman my colleague's speaking to has been weeing in the doorway, as you can see. It's all been caught on CCTV, which is just up on the top of that pole over there. Just going to see if we can find out who he is, first of all. It's the first step of the game.
Matt, come here, Tick. Spell your second name to my colleague, because I'm not getting it. Yeah?
Yeah.